So lately, and by lately I mean the last about 6 to 8 months, which I know is a little more than lately, I've been listening to and reading creepypastas or creepypasta. I don't know if it's pastas or pasta in the plural form, but back to the point. I've been listening and reading, but mostly listening to creepypastas on YouTube, and it seemed to me like everyone who read creepypastas is either like 9 or they don't have very good audio quality or they're just not very good at talking, which I know I'm not very good at talking either, but I'm really good at reading out loud. So I figured I'd try it, and if you all like it, I don't know who I'm talking to. Hi, I'm Austin. I don't know. Like I said, not good at talking, but I am good at reading out loud. I need to shut up and just read. I'm just gonna talk for a little bit longer. If people like this, I will do more. If people don't like it, I will not do any more, and I will hang my head in shame or something. But I figure since Adventure Time is one of my favorite cartoons, I would start with an Adventure Time creepypasta. But after this, I'll probably just take suggestions. So, I'm gonna get a drink of water and then I'll start. I'm sure by now you've heard of the children's TV show Adventure Time. It's very popular. I must admit I'm a pretty big fan of the show myself. It's a cute show with a good storyline, which is more than I can say for a lot of cartoons these days. But it's a story behind the show that's rather upsetting. Finn was a 13-year-old boy who was extremely lonely, having no friends and being ignored by his mother, who was having a difficult time enough trying to support him working 2 jobs. His only friend was his loyal dog Jake. A few years later, Jake died of old age. After Jake's passing, Finn got extremely depressed and attempted to commit suicide via overdose. Rather than dying, though, he fell into a coma and was stuck in the hospital. Doctors feared he would never wake up from the coma. Sadly, they seemed to be correct, as Finn would never wake up from his coma. Stuck in a perpetual dream, a fantasy world Finn had always dreamed of and told Jake about. In this world, Finn and Jake went on crazy adventures to save princesses that were madly in love with Finn. Jake had a girlfriend named Lady Rainicorn, who was a rainbow-colored unicorn who only spoke Korean, which led to only Jake understanding him. Should say her. Finn, however, was in love with Princess Bubblegum, who ruled the Candy Kingdom, but she could never decide whether Jake was her friend or her lover, which served to be a constant source of frustration for Finn. His greatest rival was the Ice King, an evil king who ruled the Ice Kingdom, who was upset and depressed because he was forever alone, so he kidnapped princesses to pleasure himself. The Ice King had an intense jealousy for Finn because the princesses loved him so much. More and more characters came into the picture, more candy people, more talking inanimate objects, and more adventuring. Finn had went completely insane. It was no normal child's imagination at work. Finn would remain in a coma until his dying days, adventuring with his dead dog Jake, never aging, never changing. It was forever adventure time. Okay, so that's the end, obviously. I think I could have picked a better one, but most creepypastas aren't all that good because just anyone could write them. In the future, I might make slight changes, only so they're more coherent. But leave a like if you liked it, leave a dislike if you didn't like it. I honestly don't care, I just want feedback. And if I continue doing this, I'll obviously get better. This is my first time. I'm not used to reading out loud. I don't read out loud ever. So remember, leave feedback, like, dislike. You don't have to comment. You can if you want to. Have a nice day. Catch you later.